Well, I would like to say good morning and good afternoon, good evening based on your location because we are informed that you are following us from across the world. We are in Duazon and Duazon is in Lower Margibi. The road that leads to the Rabat International Airport or the barrack around Suffering. And this place is a kind of community that is overpopulated. While we've been gathering prior to us coming here today, this entire place has been engulfed with criminal activities. Liberians or citizens here cannot move freely between the hour of 8 to 9 o'clock in the evening. It is by that time everyone should be home, and at that time as well, criminals will move from one point to another. So what we've been told so far, lately yesterday, a money exchanger who has been here, exchanging money, he was allegedly injected by unknown individuals. So my name is Emmanuel Gabrijeto and Theophilus Daniel Cole, Aaron Dian, DJ Ironic. We are here this morning and we have citizens demanding for peace, as you can see, and so this is where we are. So let's welcome this brother. We'd like to say good morning and welcome. What is your name?
My name is John.
Mr. Kolokole, the name sound like from country.
Yeah, of course, I'm a brother.
Anyway, we are not going traditional. I just choose to kid anyway. So welcome to our camera.
Thank you.
This issue, what do you know about it?
Being one of the residents of this community, we are living in fear. This community has been terrorized by criminals and should I say just artists and all kinds and all set of people residing in this community. They don't have any permanent place to reside, but they are scattered in Zinran and in Hot. And nearly every evening, even on during a broad daylight, they will come out and they will begin to harass people on a daily basis. And this has been ongoing for nearly 5 to 6, 7 years.
5 to 6, 7 years. Authorities in this place, what are they been doing?
Well, the authorities have done a lot of things, but they have come to nothing positive because those involved or the perpetrator behind, they bring behind the perpetrators are beings and they are connected to government officials.
If you say behind, what do you mean?
I mean those who have common link with government officials, those who go and talk to government, those who spend money so that their income can be met.
How you got to know this?
Well, because we live here. Well, one instance that I can tell the price is that some part of last year, the community chairman, Mr. William Below, he was placed in prison because he had a strong vigilante group that was chasing away those just addicts from the community. And so it got those bring behind them or angry.
On the issue of drugs, I'm a little bit concerned. Do they have a particular site that is allegedly involved in the duping of these drugs?
Well, if you just made mistake and come here, yes, so to answer the question, yes. If you just made mistake and come here in the evening as a press, I just want to do a scenario. Come in the evening and do your own statistics and see what happened.
So what happened to you would not happen to me if I come here?
It will happen to even beyond that. Then you will go now and even tell the people. You will lose that point. You even lose your life. This community is terrible. It's terrible.
So now we have the situation. What's the way forward? What you think that can be done to amicably solve this entire process?
Well, this morning we gathered as citizens, sent the incident last night. We decided to block the road because we have gone to police station, we have gone to DA, we have gone to all the officers and paramilitary personnel that are responsible for just enforcement, and nothing have come out to be positive for us. So we thought we had to block the road this morning, and after we blocked the road, we believe that government will come in and immediately we blocked the road. After like 2 hours, we saw the lawmaker, Representative Somo Tampo coming in, and of course the commissioner for a Commissioner General for Immigration Liberia, he was also here. In 11 car, yes, in 11 car, he said we should contact him. He will make sure to bring back officers who will come to invade the place in respect to getting those drugs addicts out.
So how far some of these alleged drugs addicts are? How far?
Well, I don't want to. Don't even ask how far. If you just walk with me, you suppose even pass by you while walking.
Yeah, even among us
as we speak.
Okay, we will do that, but let's tour the place and see how we can go along. So
before you
all right,
can
thank
tour
you.
the place, I want to give you the photo of the guy
They won't do it.
Put it there. That one, you take the photo.
You see the evidence?
This is the man.
We'll go to him. The alleged victim will go to him. We'll go to the victim and we'll have a direct interaction if he can speak. If he can speak,
You can see him. Go see the man.
yeah, we'll go to him. We'll go to him and see how we can get it up from his side. So
you can move around like you said.
So I'd like to say good morning, and there have been a heavy deployment of Liberia National Police officers who have come after the blockage, and this is exactly how the blockage was like, and the guys have to do it as far as from this point to not have car going in, because this is something they have said that they have been having over 5 years, and every call they has been making have not yielded any fruit. But upon the blocking of the road today, the police has been able to come in their numbers, and so we have okay, so the brother of the victim is with us. Brother would like to say good morning. What is your name?
Just be
Mr. Vanny, you look very serious. What exactly? What's the condition of your brother?
I'm serious because my brother is the victim.
What is the condition of your brother?
As I speak to you personally, he is unconscious, and nobody knows what would be the condition. And after 1 or 2 hours, but as I speak to you, he is undergoing medication. The hand drip on him is undergoing medication. Last night,
is it to a particular clinic or he been locally treated?
No, locally treated. He is at his prison. And,
okay.
For now, we don't have money to take him to hospital because we don't have money. The little money you have to doing his business, the people make away with his money. So we don't have anything now to carry him to hospital. Because we're taking him to hospital after they have treated him. We need money to pay his bills. And we don't have money now, so we are treating him locally.
So about this situation, tell us at what time this incident happened yesterday.
I think, to be precise, around 8 to 9. 8 to 9, but I'm not really precise about the minutes. It's around 8 to 9 because I received the call around 9:30. After the incident had taken place, they called me. After 9:30, they said, "Oh, some unknown guys attacked your brother. They injected him with a syringe." And you see that? And I was not able to come there because it was late. So I waited this morning. I came to his place. I saw him. He was unconscious. I called him. He was making moves, but he could not talk.
At about that time yesterday, were you guys able to contact the police?
No, we tried calling the police, but it has been that usual habit. Whenever you call them, they deliberately refuse to answer the call. Reason being, they don't want to come to your aid. Then you see that they will tell you they don't have gas, they don't have manpower, all that kind of stuff. So as a result of that, they will not answer your call. So that's the kind of problem we have been faced with. So we decided to block this road this morning because we wanted to raise the concern. We want the government to know that our community, Magibi district, to be precise, Great Junction to be precise, it's not safe. So many times, on series of occasions, we are encounter criminals harassing people, taking their phones, motorbike, harassing people broad day, and with nothing being done about it. So we are tired of such situation. So we decided to block this with this morning in order to raise the concern. We want the government to know that Great Junction in
Duazon
in Magibi, District 1 to be precise, it's not safe. Magibi Junction, Magibi, Junction.
So as a stand now, what's the next call of action from you people?
We don't know yet. For now, we hold our peace because some security personality, including the honorable, we cannot disregard the personality. So we hold our peace here till we can know what they will say to us. If nothing faithful happens there, we can take our next step.
What are you hoping to hear from them?
Good. Good is that they will be able to treat our brother, try to apprehend the criminals who did the act, the doer of the act. We want those people, we want justice. We want justice. You cannot just come out and infringe on somebody and just go scot-free with impunity. We need justice. That is our movement. This movement is for justice. Yeah, this is the justice for the movement for justice.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes.
So, why is the head of the community? If we have
Community chairman.
Yeah, is he around? So we hope you can see him.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And so we still here at the Grand Jide Junction. We at the Grand Jide Junction, the Rawotsfield Highway, where cross section of citizens. Let me speak with this lady. Hello, what's your name? Well, let me say sorry firstly for what is happening here, but as a female, what you know about this? They say criminal Bennett too many in the player. As a mother, I come from a background where I was brought up by a lady. I understand the feelings that come with this. What you both doing now to ensure that he get better treatment?
We're trying to get him checked. That's what they're in the community and the city and trying to put treatment. If he I need to put this straight, but you're not ready to do it. And now I had a first time. Almost 7 years.
So what can you say to the people watching you now about the health of your son?
They help us. With Duazon, especially the Grand Jide community, we beg them, we beg in the government. Then they come and help us. We don't get our children. We tired. They was fighting our house. Now the first time, since I left here, I've been going to work now.
And how long you been living here?
7 years.
7 years.
Whatever they do, you check it. Then you check it. That's my first time seeing it. You're not the first time.
All right. Thank you. What is the name? Princess, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
You said that the first time. How many times have you observed this?
The last time, if I can remember, they washed the people's stove. The men are burning the stove. They injected him. They see where how they injected our brother. And how they injected him. But nothing came out of it. We fed her. They were not happy again. Today again happening. It happened the last time again under the tree. But for us, we far from the tree. So when they do it, we can hear the news. But it happened again under the tree and at the mean place.
You get stuck there. You get stuck.
The community. You stop there and they say when you say Duazon, they will say you know. My husband can always confuse them to say bring me. If you carry me, I will tell you what to do. And I had will be brave. So after the hour, the last time it happened right in our community. That's a little child right by. You not realize one right by. 3 of them walk on the right. They never carry them. Opposite my face. And I had to throw the ball. When the ball went in, I gave my money. They started trashing the ball. What the money you made today, they took 1,900 from the child. One day they called mommy, and mommy said, gotta talk to them. Because they were going to carry the ball motorbike and the money. So that how she came in, she talked to them. So you don't do the thing in the community. When we live here, we know you. I had to get him some of the money, but they never gave him all. She told him, she said, step when you get it, they will carry it, you go. They can always do it. They've been doing it now for long.
What engagement you people have had with securities or with some of the people around this place?
Some of the people, my brother, they will come, like when immigration people come, the DA and me, if they come, the same people are bringing the same things. They will come out and say, oh, you're like the fair, we will talk to them, I want sharing your leader. They will let it go.
My word.
What?
I said my word.
Yes, sir. They will let it go so that the big people really make it a whole year to go big.
So, as the issue of the health of your brother, he may not be your biological brother, but he is your community brother. And how long you people intend to go further with this engagement?
Oh, we want to get a long time here. We wanted to leave. Honorable Tabo Wakim, he just left. He we should give him a few days from now. 24 hours, right?
Maybe the 24 hours because the House of Representatives and the senators are resuming of a special session today. So maybe he could bring that on the floor at the Labyrinth House of Representatives.
And then the immigration big man said he was here.
Okay.
He said that we should look up to them. So
the immigration boss live within this place, or you are just passing
he
through?
was passing through.
Okay.
So they said that we should give them time. And then our pastors, our uncles, our fathers, they agreed. They said that they will give them like 3 days. If no result, then we will go back on the road.
All of the crowd you people have been having all the time, these actors haven't been able to come. Is it because you have blocked the road that they think that brought them out today?
Yes.
So it means if this action couldn't have been taken, then they couldn't have come.
This time we call it. To a point. The first era that they were living, that they call the Bakaya. One of our uncle came from America, he paid a house, and right behind the main fence, they were having a camp. So he and other people put together, they added, they cleaned the whole area, they took them for them. Now they went on another main lane. That's where they resided.
So it means that when these guys are taking up this community, there will be serious relief to everyone here.
Oh yeah. So, because
coming. We are not stopping.
Yes,
we will be sharply going to visit him to see his position. So, brother, what's your name?
I'm Wallace Jacob.
Mr. Jacob, it's good to get you on our camera.
Those people that every day they catch trouble here. The one people who they chairman here, they are going jail because of our business. When we go truck, our people they don't like it. Because why they getting money for all of the trucks.
So I hope I can come back to interact with you. Let's get to the video and see what he can do. Let's go to. And so we will now move to where the victim is currently lying. And so we like to welcome you. This is the community and the place called the Grand Gila Junction. And so where the victim is currently lying. And we have been reliably informed that every effort to resuscitate his normal health condition materialized, and he's still lying, and only his head is a little shaking as he stands. And so we have been informed by our witness. We have been informed by our witness. This is where the incident all started last evening, and they fought. You can see some of the marks along, and
Two boot go down. Two boot break.
this boot and this boot were brought down from the fighting between the unknown men who allegedly injected him, and it happened from here. So we now get on to ensure that we get to
continental deep. It's a very
and so
market, but because of them, we can easily pass here. When we pass here, we can be afraid.
along the road they can hide themselves?
Yes, that's a fence. Not because of this. That's a fence now that they can be all taking a shopper. We can take a loan for because of this.
We are tired of the horses.
Thank you.
Tired.
So,
We are tired of
still moving towards the house of the victim, and you're hearing from residents of the community. Listening to residents of the community how
people sing round. You see the alley on the whole alley down there. Area for them to talk for them. So they go far. But still we can sleep.
So we're still moving, and the citizens are expressing disappointment in the government officials on grounds that they are the one, and this just signified to the Liberian Senate that the drugs law is right before that they will have to, and so the Liberian National Police, they are driving towards the victim, whether they are going to the victim house or not. They are all hailing. And some of the citizens and we finally arrived at the home of the victim, and so we are, and the citizens are saying it is because of the action that prompted the police swift intervention on grounds that the road that was being blocked earlier on is the international highway that leads to the Rivers International Airport that international partners have always been using to access the RRA. They has been complaining over 5 years and nothing has been done. No action has been taken. But it is because so we finally learned at the home of the victim.
You working with them? No. Okay, you're playing with. You're playing with. Go inside there. Hey, Leon. Leon. You're playing inside there. Can. The man,
Wow. And
So he's trying to recover.
Yeah.
so you've been manning him?
I've given you treatment.
Oh, you gave him the treatment. And someone, okay, that's good. So how long you been treating him so far?
Since 9 months.
Since 9. And you said, what's the condition?
You are injected by just.
Okay.
You don't job. You have to know. Or I'm giving anything. All of just paying to wait. At least now you shake it.
A medical practitioner, tell us the kind of drug that was injected in this guy.
Have you detected that?
Actually, no, I don't know. But it's a narcotic drugs.
Narcotic drugs.
Yeah.
But have you advised them? Have you advised them since he at least responding a bit, can be taken to hospital for further examination?
Yeah. For now, the second one I'm in story now is finished. And then it's responding. I think to get back in the hospital.
Okay.
But when I see him responding before the morning, he couldn't shake. He couldn't talk. Like, okay, now he's responding. He's saying he's hungry.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think his eyes open and he's just like weeping and
He's crying.
very helpless, as you can see.
Yeah. So I advise that you're taken to the hospital.
Yeah, after this.
So after this one, you're taking the hospital.
So,
But based on all of this signs symptoms that you're showing, my people been having narcotic disease. That's it.
come again?
That's it.
Okay.
The overdosing of that's it.
Okay.
He was overdosed by that.
That's it. Yeah.
You assuming or
No, that's it. Based on all of the signs symptoms you're showing,
okay?
this is DZP.
DZP.
DZP, that's it. That's the abbreviation for that's it.
Okay.
The person overdosing.
Okay.
Also, the person who already sold this DZP to me, that person I administered it, I think they actually did wrong because that's the thing they always using now. Even one of our motorcycles, they also wrong. Injected with the same DZP. So now that's why they are using to get people materials from them forcefully.
Okay. Thank you. So, we are receiving information that the police have launched a campaign to demolish all of the ghettos around. So they come in. We are following the Labrador National Police now on grounds that they have, with immediate effect, launched a campaign to demolish all of the ghettos within this vicinity. And so we will have to capture that, but the citizens have seriously expressed disappointment on grounds that these allegations, these issues has been happening. These things has been happening, and government have had a deaf ear to the entire process, which that prompted them today to see the blocking of the so we going next now to where the police will carry on the action. Where the police is carrying on the action. If you're just joining us, this is Cool Online 2. We're here in Duazon Community, District 1, Lower Magibi. Lower Magibi County, where the superintendent of this county is the superintendent of this county is with Jared Vanning, and he been superintending all of the activities of the county. Senator James Emmanuel Nukwe, Senator James Tonola, who is also from the lower part of Magibi, and we hope they can make a prompt intervention into some of these situations. But we're currently heading to one of the big gaps that many of the citizens have complained of, and the police have also gone to that gap, and so we are going after to see how the demolition exercise of those ghettos that has been called gaps as well. And so we are just at the verge of arriving at said scene. We are at the verge of arriving to said gap, and we can assure you that you need not to go. Please share this video. Aaron, Diane, DJ Eronik, Daniel Theophilus Cole, and I, Emmanuel Tool, we are closely following. We are closely following the happenings here in and so the police is now reacting. So police have emerged, have engaged to the demolition exercise by the gap. The gap is just closed in. They were able to chase many of them, and they are into the water. So the police are carrying on the demolition exercise now.
So keep watching. This is online 2, and we're here in Duazon.
Police launches a campaign to demolish out of the ghettos and this place where these guys have been using as their camp to go out and carry on these acts. So this is a perfect response from the Liberia National Police. It's a kind of perfect response. And this campaign to ensure that these places are demolished is working on the part of the police. And we hope the police could have done this very earlier than this. But I again like to give it up as a thumb up for this prompt intervention from the Liberia National Police. It's a prompt intervention from the Liberia National Police. Cool line 2, cool 91.9. And you know, now that the demolition exercise is going on, there are questions that are still coming up. Some of the question is, now the place will be demolished. What are they doing to prevent them from coming back? And I was just able to pitch up this foam, and this foam was just, I formed this one, and I'm going to turn it over to the police because so the demolition exercise is ongoing. Police work deep into the Duazon community where said demolition is being carried on due to a citizen or a money exchanger who was allegedly injected by these guys. And based on their action, citizens do not hold back their feelings, but rather the citizens came out and showed that the action to be blocking of the road to call government attention. And after they blocked the road, in 2 hours' time, according to what we gathered, scissors has been collected from the scene of where the demolition exercise is ongoing. So the bottom foam was turned over to the police, and the police placed it in the fire to have it burn. But they took away those scissors. And the police are saying they want to ensure that there should be no ghetto around this place. And so, how can they not come back? Is what now on the table? Can the police continue visitation? Can the police keep visiting this site to ensure that they are present?
The police every day, every week, or every month. The police need to come in our community to patrol around every time. And the police patrolling, we can see that our community will be safe. Now you see now what is going on, right? As a person, you see what is going on, right? Like every Saturday, the market cares, every Saturday they have to sell because Sunday they don't sell. But every Saturday in the evening, they are in here to go home. Our mommy and our mother, they are in here every day to sell in the market on the main road. So we are asking the police to continue to do this. They can stop all of the time. We are finished on it. Thank you.
And so you heard it for yourself. The police are leaving after the commence. After the kick started, the demolition exercise ensured that is at 90%. Is at 90%. They have to go to attempt to other areas. But some of the officers are here while the citizens themselves are carrying on the completion of the demolition exercise here in Duazon. And the guys were chased. The guys were chased and they had to use the river to cross. The guys.
The men are crossing in the water.
And
so thank you very much for watching. This is School Online 2. We've been here, Emmanuel Tool, Daniel Theophilus School, and Ironic. We've been reporting from Duazon. Thank you so very much. Thanks for watching. Please like and share our video.
And so the citizens are going after. As you can see, the two head from the river. The guys are now crossing. And so we'll have to go going to another side. So the citizens have ensured that the demolition exercise in collaboration with Liberia National Police to enforce it, which of course the police have been doing excellent well this morning to get the entire site destroyed. And now that the site is completely destroyed, where the police keep coming back, that will put fear in them to not have them coming back to reconstruct the broken makeshifts that has been constructed by them over a period of time. So thanks so much for following. We're still here in Duazon. We are now going back to where the citizens have converged in their numbers, where their actions this morning led to the police responsively responding and showing that the gaps constructed by the disadvantaged youths in this community is completely brought down, and the citizens left there making sure that no stone be left or any structure to be up, but rather going to bring all of them down. So the victim, they're calling to those medical practitioners who are responding or who are giving them care so far, have confirmed to us that he is responding. He is responding, and they have just a single drip right on top of him. Just as that drip complete, or they witness the completion of the drip, he will be taken to further medical center for advanced medication. But they were providing first aid for him in the process to ensure that he is resuscitated in the former manner to take him further. So we back on the scene. Police is still going after them. And the police continue the demolition of any home that is believed to be questioned, any home that provides suspicion for dwellers of the community. The police be left with no alternative but to ensure that said home is broken down. Any home that provides suspicion, the police are acting right now. So another fellow was chased in just a moment ago, and after chasing him, police begin now right to the junction. So they are carrying on the demolition. So the police this fellow has been apprehended. So 2 persons has been arrested. 10 persons. What are you selling? What are you selling? So what's your name? What you doing? You say what? You say what happened? Why you go to water? According to the tip the police has been receiving is that this site is one side the guys will hid themselves in the night, just as you come down from any keke or motorbike or car, they just with no delay carry on the harassment, and after harassing you, you know that, you know, so since they received the tip up, they don't want to leave any of these buildings along the side, but rather to ensure that all are down. And so he's currently in negotiation with the police because he has been telling few all around the place it's not a fact. And so the demolition continued here. Some Liberians watching, they are saying that this will not help the situation. This will not in any way help, but rather it is necessary that the drugs dealers are the one to be going after the police, the government, the Ministry of Justice. They are to work to ensure that go after the drugs dealers and bring down or bring those alleged drugs dealers to bring them to justice, and whatever that would be given as punishment that will serve as a deterrence will be very important. But let me inform you that the drugs law is a gross built, and when legislative reporters are referring to a bill as a gross bill, meaning it has been signed by a single house, that is before the House of Senate, particularly for concurrence. And before the closure of the second quarterly break for the legislature, Senate Pro Tem Abachi and colleagues of the Liberian Senate vowed to give a special attention to the issue of the drugs law, and they have said that what has been proposed from the lower house to have the bill as bill to be non-billable, he said it's too harsh, so they would not actually subscribe to it having it being a non-billable, but rather they will ensure that it is billable, but there are another punishment that will serve as deterrence. That preliminary reports and investigation were made known by the head of the chair on Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims and Petition, Senator Vanish Boto Sherman, and they have said upon their arrival they're going to act swiftly on said bill to ensure the concurrence is carried on in the legislature to see that those who are importing the drugs can be actually the one to be targeted, because if there is no importation of said harmful substance, you will now have the level of consumptions that has been witnessed by Liberians and the international community to be carried on. So they need to prohibit the importation and then carry a massive rehabilitate these affected individuals to have them coming back into the society to ensure that they can make their meaningful contribution to the society. A lot of Liberians are now seeing this action of the police to be a kind of. Many of the Liberians are calling on the Liberian National Police to launch this entire action of the police to other communities around the country, because today it is happening at the Grand Gila Junction in Duazon, Lower Magibi County, and the police have responded swiftly, breaking down the homes that have created suspicions and making sure that they destroy the places of the hidden disadvantaged youth or at-risk youth as the government have placed it. And so Liberians now calling on the police to go across the country to carry on such action. So the police should not just stop here because these Liberians block the international highway, but rather the police should go across out of the counties, out of the areas within Monrovia or the outskirts of Monrovia to ensure that they carry on similar exercise. So on behalf of our entire team this morning, Emmanuel, Gabriel, Tone, Aaron, Dia, DJ Ironic, Theophilus, Daniel Cole, we have been ably on top of this information, making sure that we provide safe coverage. I would like to say thanks so much for collectively following, but at this juncture, I'll leave it like this and John Theophilus, who will continue.
So thank you very much, and that's how we draw down the curtains on this live. Thanks. Please share our video, and we have been on top of this information this morning from Liberia, Duazon City. Thank you so very much. Thank you.